There are a number of ways we can solve this problem. Let me give you a way, though, that I think is the easiest and the fastest. Look, anytime you have more than one inequality, typically you want to combine the inequalities in order to solve your problem. Now, to combine inequalities, you always want two things. First, you want to make sure that your inequalities are stacked on top of one another. And you also want to make sure that the signs of the inequalities face the same direction. Here, both those conditions are already met, which means we can go ahead and add up these inequalities. Before we do, however, I want you to notice one thing. Quantity A is about the value of y. Ideally, when we combine these inequalities, we want to do so in a way where the x's get eliminated, leaving us with information solely about y. Now, to do that here, we're going to need to rewrite the bottom inequality. Another way of saying that x is greater than 5 but less than 10 is to say that x is less than 10 but greater than 5. But notice when we rewrite that inequality, we flip the signs. Remember, we want the signs of our inequalities to face the same direction. So to remedy the situation, let's multiply this inequality by -1. And when we do, we get the statement -10 is less than -x, which is less than -5. In other words, if we go ahead and add the inequalities now, we're good because the signs face the same direction and the x's are going to cancel out. So let's do the work. -10 plus -10 is -20. X plus y plus -x leaves us with y. And finally, 20 plus -5 is 15. In other words, we can see now that y can be any value greater than -20, but less than 15. And if that's the case, that means y could be bigger than -15. Y could also be smaller than -15. And remember, anytime the two quantities can have different relationships, i.e. A could be bigger than B or B can be bigger than A. What that means is you don't have enough information to answer the question, which means the correct answer here is D.